Friday with you, man? This is my Friday on Friday. We're in bed now, huh? Ah, man. She has to go to bed again. She has to go to bed again. Huh, man. Nala. Nala. Ben. Go to bed now? Bedtime. You know what that is.
Camps too much.
This is my light bedroom.
Dude invisible. Where's the dude invisible?
I don't mean to crew cast men. I really
I'm running
might
because
miss
this guy's cheating.
Need team, huh? Need team T, huh?
We're losing because this dude is cheating.
Nah, people are not betting in our on the game.
Yeah.
Not allowed. Was not allowed to. PS4. PS1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This guy's hacking.
Boom.
Where's the dude invisible?
What are you doing? Making me play about Lion Survival 1. I had nobody to play the game right now. At night. Just jumping up and down in my bedroom, my lion bedroom. That's what I'm doing. Train is at 12:41 p.m.
He really shot himself? Wow. Stupid dude. Cause he's just shot himself in the head. Rocket launcher.
That's what he's doing.
Doesn't know how to use a rocket launcher.
Mr. Creaker doesn't have one, does he?
Nope. This guy's trying to win for rocket launcher. He's dumb.
He gives you only one ammo. That's one. One ammo.
Two. This one is two.
Except for them playing zombies. Who's in there? Not funny. Look at this lion.
We lost by cheaters.
Look at this bed. Huge bed. Big old bed. Look at this bedroom. Lion bedroom. Tell everyone to put the lion in bed again. Because it's not like that in Minecraft. It's still daylight.
Bored.
Not me. Not me.
Just load up.
Not 1,000. I'm on a brownie. Chocolate brownie.
Oh, not this map. I don't like this map.
I like
But
that map.
I did get most of my guns gold in this one.
I like that map.
Why I don't like this map? Because you keep falling in the water,
Why is cool?
but you fall and die. Yeah. And you have to go back in the same area where you spawned.
That just has some water snow in there. Water is snow, because that one has water snow in it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I was so close killing that dude. I had a hit mark on him.
Turns it.
These people like to hit, do they? These people only hit people and not shoot. I mean, I'm using a sniper only. Oh my goodness, this guy can. Oh my. This guy's always gonna camp with it.
It's raining. It's
Oh, we're
raining.
losing because these guys are camping.
It's raining. It's raining in Minecraft right now. Raining in Lion Survival right now. Start raining right now.
I'm gonna tell them in the game chat in a minute if we lose this. You guys suck because you're not even using a sniper. I'm the only one in the team using a
Not a
damn
good idea,
sniper. Right?
Mr. Crew Cut.
I don't care.
Not a good idea. It's gonna be me and you. Bad idea.
I don't care. Like, I got mean people anywhere. I don't
Not a
care.
good idea. Let's not talk to them. Let's stay quiet. Bad idea.
They're hackers. I don't like hackers. I'm gonna tell them you're dumb and you don't know how to play the game right. They do. They don't, right? They don't know how.
I'm not going to talk to them because they know how to play. I'll move on.
I'm gonna move on. Just imagine they're hackers, and I don't care about no hacker. I'm not afraid of no hacker. I never will. And I have friends that can actually do that too. They say they could.
Bad idea. So those plays are older. So I know some people that had played those games, and some of the older players, they tend to be mean too. They can. Older
I don't
players.
care. I can be mean too.
They
Get
can,
them banned.
they can black.
You know I can ban people, you know that, right?
Yeah. And then
I already did a
be
lot of people already. I
block
can do them if I have to.
and put my exit.
I just have to look up their account and tell PlayStation to go ban them. That's easy. One step pretty easy. It'll take a while though.
No, it's all about loops, report people so you can block them. When I message you,
And why do PlayStation to be more strict on PlayStation? Because you know why? Because there's hackers everywhere on PlayStation.
not Xbox.
Yes, there is. Xbox too.
Not bad me.
There's more on PlayStation than Xbox because they jailbreak the game.
Nintendo does have one. Nintendo Switch does they have one. Yeah. There's no cheat codes.
I can jailbreak my PS4. I've done that before.
There's Nintendo. There's not the
And
Nintendo
I got
Switch.
mods on my PS4.
There's
Used to.
not the Nintendo Switch. Please, man. Nintendo's looking fine.
Who keeps inviting me?
Not yours to use it.
No, it's one of my friends on Call of
So,
Duty.
you said, play with me.
No, he just invited me. He's named Tommy.
No, they said play with me. That's all. Everything
What
I
time is
thought.
it? It's 10:52.
It's almost 11 o'clock, is it? Almost.
I'm gonna
Not
go
yet.
lay down, okay? I might see you in a couple hours, or maybe tomorrow, right?
I gotta leave the patients right now.
Bye, Starbucks. Have a good.
Bye. I'm going to bed right now. Too early. You might leave this on my mind. Because they had some stuff. Let's try to break this thing. No, I didn't. I didn't break it, did I? Nope. It's a black sheep in here. Not really.
Just no. Squid. Maybe I'll. I'm just not doing nothing. That's lonely. I'm just being lonely. I don't have some of this shit. Typ of burping that Doritos and the tacos. Talking about tacos. Typ of burping. Burp, 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 burp. You know. Be right back. We'll do something. Just close by here. I'll stop over here on Terry's bed. Check this out. That's in that store. Be right back. Fill it by hand. Be right back. Don't have the juices for the back, right? James. Why is that LeBron James? Tell me about James Taylor getting a Mason team.
My sub has steak.
My sub has bacon. Now buy one sub, get 150% off in the app.
LeBron James is technically a NASCAR team owner now. A bunch of drivers enter into the Bristol Dirt Truck Series race, and Bubba Wallace tests the next gen car this afternoon.
Basketball player on basketball team.
How's it going, y'all? My name is Eric, and welcome to Out of the Group. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You know, I was looking in my closet, and literally, this is like the...
Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of NASCAR 85 Program. I hope you're all having a great day. Today we've got one of the longest races of the season here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600 here in the Cup Series. But before we start that, we have both the Truck Series as well as the Xfinity Series races here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. One of the, like I said, longest races of the season and the longest episodes of the season here as we get things underway with the North Carolina Education Lottery 200 here for the Truck Series. We had subscriber Lucas Von Jensen, I hope I pronounced your last name right, now as we would get ready to go green here for this race. And unfortunately, we failed inspection here in the Truck Series. So for the first time in quite some time, we had to start at the back of the field here with Lucas behind the wheel now as it goes down into turns 1 up inside of that number 4 truck of Rafael Lazar now as they do it immediately make it to wide out of turn 2 and get on the move here and try to move his way forward early on in these first couple laps of this race here in Charlotte now. But starting at the back, it definitely makes it a lot tougher for us to really get a good finish with how short these Truck Series races are, as well as even the Xfinity Series races. Of course, with the Cup Series, we start at the back, but we have 100 laps to try and get our way towards the front end. It's a very long race at the Coca-Cola 600, 4 stages in the Cup Series race. Do keep that in mind. But Lucas Von Jensen was working his way through traffic, really with no problems at all. He was making it look easy out here at Charlotte. He's climbed himself up into the top 10, passing Matt Crafton. A little contact actually with Crafton and the 18 truck, but he would continue moving his way forward. We cut right to the final lap now as he was up to the inside of the 38 of Chandler Smith now as he came through out of turn 4. So it was somehow going to be a very good recovery for a top 10 after starting at the back here in the NC Education Lottery. 200 now as the Lucas Von Jensen comes through the console line with a very strong finish for us, barely outside of the top 5 P6 here. So can't complain about that after starting at the very back of the field there as Johnny Sauter would pick up the victory over Rajat Karuth there, who came up just short in the second position there as you see Joe Nemechek, Brett Moffitt round out here top 20. And at the very bottom of the field, we got Mike Harmon now as we come into the Xfinity Series side of things for this Charlotte weekend with Paul Menard behind the wheel. I should kind of just say it now, get it out of the way. This will be probably Paul's only season in the Xfinity Series for our team, but at the same time that could change, so that's not a guarantee, but that's definitely kind of what I'm thinking about right now, and then bringing somebody else into the car full time next season, but not 100% sure yet who I want to bring in now. As if you guys got any ideas, make sure to let me know in the comments here as we were underway with Menard behind the wheel from the 7th starting position right behind that 10 car as it goes down into turns 1, and we usually have a lot of speed when it comes to Charlotte, especially on the Xfinity Series side of things. So always a lot of confidence with no matter what who's behind the wheel with our Xfinity car, and Paul was flexing the speed in this car right off the bat. We came to the end of lap 1. He was up the inside of the 9 of Sam Mayer. Now as he would move up into P3, get up the inside of the 10, and just like that, we had Paul up towards that second position here, and he would waste no time going to the lead either. He gets to the inside of Riley Herbst, and sure enough, they would be side by side down this back straightaway for that lead position. But as they went down into turns 3, Paul was going to be able to use this inside to his advantage and clear the 18 of Herbst, and then he would not look back after that move right there. As the 20 car was actually trying to run Paul down here in the final few laps of this race, but no one could really get to him now as he came through out of turn 4 for the second time this season in the Xfinity Series. Our team is going to go to victory lane with Paul Menard behind the wheel now as he crosses the line for the victory. So very happy about that one now, as 2 wins for sure guarantees us in the playoffs. And with the way the season has gone, and honestly all 3 series so far, Truck Series, Xfinity, as well as Cup, I honestly think we could fill up all of the spots in each series with new winners, or at least I should say a driver with 1 win, not a necessarily new winner in the series. But either way, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens here as this playoff grid continues to narrow down in terms of drivers getting in on points. But we come through to the Coca-Cola 600, no qualifying here because I ended up starting at the back of the field for this race because we failed pre-race inspection here multiple times. So we will be starting at the back here for the Coca-Cola 600. No special double race like we did last season with like F1 and whatnot, but don't worry, there will be some crossover stuff here in the future, maybe this season as well. As Tyler Reddick, he failed optical scanning station multiple times. He's starting at the back along with Eric Jones, who changed an engine after qualifying, and of course myself here starting alongside Ryan Preece, who just got his first win in the Cup Series at Martinsville Speedway. Now here he is, not with a lot of speed in that car clearly today, as we are now underway for the Coca-Cola 600. You're going to notice quite the lighting change right here, as we always do at Charlotte now, as the replay just doesn't quite have that synced in with what the timing was at the start of the race. So it's now very dark here as we go down into turns 1 side by side with Eric Jones in that McLaren. Obviously, last episode at Martinsville, we had some speed in the car, but we didn't quite have the speed that we are used to having when it comes to the paperclip. And you saw Ryan Preece pick up the victory, but I was actually in second on the final restart, did not deserve to be there, and then we actually dropped to 5th within the final 2 laps. But we were about probably a 5th place car all race long, and that was honestly very bad to our normal Martinsville standards of where we're expected to be up there leading some laps throughout the race and whatnot. So it was definitely disappointing, and definitely a wake-up call there that we definitely are not going to go to Martinsville every time and be very strong. Definitely as well think about the race later this season in the playoffs with Martinsville, an elimination race. We've gone into that race in the past where Ryan Blaney on these final few laps of the stage side by side, but we have that advantage on the exit of turn 2. Now as he stays at my door down this back straightaway, a lap and a half to go in stage 1. Custer now side by side with Joey Logano, but the caution actually comes out again as we approach the final lap of the stage, and that will end at stage 2 a lap early now as we get 2 points there for P9 in the second stage, which is now only the halfway point of this Coca-Cola 600.
I don't know what to do now, guys. The car honestly is driving really.
And Kyle Larson still very surprised that Chase Elliott, of all people, is our Hendrick Motorsports teammate without a victory so far. Now as we move back up into P14, we would run down Kyle Busch after passing Todd Gilliland actually to move up into P13. So now we pass Kyle for that 12th spot. We are slowly but surely working our way back towards that top 10, and we still have a good chunk of time to try and make that happen. So by the time we came through to the end of lap 15, hitting lap 16, Harrison Burton still out front of the field now as we actually get to the inside of Austin Cindric and move up into P11 now as he's actually going to stay on my quarter panel, kind of hold us back a little bit, but we slide up in front of him anyways now as we would get to the attack on Denny Hamlin as well and make a move up the inside of him with 7 laps to go here in stage 3. But keep in mind, still one more stage to go at the end of this one now as we come through the center of 1 and 2. Hamlin has the run on the exit of the corner, but then we get an even better launch for a second, but he actually fights back, so we're pretty even down this back straightaway here as we're trying to take over that 10th spot. And sure enough, finally into turn 3, we are able to clear Denny Hamlin and move into P10 and hold on to that final stage point for the moment now as we came through at a turn 4. But we were actually really close on field, and I was unaware of that at the beginning. Now, I was actually on at lap 20, coming into lap 21. Matt DiBenedetto, he just came into the pit lane. Denny Hamlin, out of nowhere, actually was able to get back to me and put the attack on as I was sideways on the exit of the corner. Now he's to my inside, side by side into turns 1 and 9. Drivers that had a lot of speed. Harrison Burton, Alex Bowman, all those guys were trapped a lap down because of us staying out for so long. So all of a sudden, this opens a complete new door for a driver like Custer to win this race, or maybe Joey Logano. I'm down here in P20 because all of these guys staying out, so it didn't really work out for us. And honestly, we would have been better off actually going into this final stage pitting early, but at the same time, we picked up a playoff point. In my opinion, I would rather have a playoff point than start maybe well in stage 4, but give up a win and sacrifice a playoff point there in stage 3. So obviously, though, we don't have a whole lot of time remaining now as this 4th and final stage is underway. Kyle Larson actually gets into my left rear quarter panel. He was being a little bit aggressive, forced it up the inside. I might have cut down on him at the same time, but now we have just over 20 laps to go, and Cole Custer, with these final 22 laps underway, leads the way, and he was driving away. Not only was he leading, he was gone now as we came through to hitting 21 to go up the inside of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and we definitely had the speed to pass a lot of these guys around us, and I really looked at everything all of a sudden playing into our favor because the guys with a lot of speed were trapped a lap down. So we were going to be able to probably get a top 5 run out of this now as we came through on at lap 81, making it 3 wide with Alfredo as well as Daniel Suarez now as Suarez gets clear, but we are either way going to move up into P10 now as Cole Custer continues to be long gone, and I can definitely tell you if it stays green, Cole Custer is going to pick up his first career win here in the Cup Series. Of course, I do know he has a win at Kentucky in real life, but we started this career mode before he had picked up that win. There's him up the inside of Briscoe. We get a little bit of contact with him here on lap 82, but we exit turn 4 either way, and we're going to be side by side down the front straightaway, and we should be able to move up into P5 here in the final 17 or 18 laps of this race. So we continue on our way forwards. I mean, all of these guys in front of us really didn't have a whole lot of speed. We get to the inside of William Byron. He's in that fight for one of the final few playoff spots right now as he gave up a win recently and he could have had himself locked in to the playoffs, but instead he has to fight it out on points here. Now as we're up the inside of Chase Elliott on at lap 86, only 15 laps to go, and now we will pass Chase Elliott and move up into P3, but green flag pit stops were once again going to be a factor here if it stays green with 14 laps to go. This time I was thinking actually pitting a few laps earlier than the AI drivers because I realized we're too far back without a caution to do anything with Cole Custer. So maybe if we pit a few laps earlier, maybe take just half a can of fuel, and they might try something different with taking 2 tires. It might work out in our favor. So I decide now on lap 92. We were long gone from 4th place as we went down into turn 3. I decided with 5 laps of fuel left in the car, we're actually going to come into the pit lane right here. So we exit turn 4, and I get very close to speeding right here, but fortunately we do not speed. So a very easy call for myself. Half a can of fuel, no tires, no repairs, and it's going to be a 3.1 second pit stop here as we were in and out, and now we are exiting the pit lane and a very open track around me, so we're not going to have to deal with traffic either. So another advantage right there now as we head down this back straightaway, and the pit cycle was actually starting within a lap of me pitting, but it did not matter because the caution comes out with... He drops down to like P3 or P4. Joey Logano's the first on the inside behind the 19 of Burton, and he's going to have the best chance to attack to him now as we're going to dive up the inside of that number 1 car of Noah Gragson here after I clip the apron there into the side of the 43. Now as we exit turn 4, you see Alex Bowen all the way back in P30, Kyle Busch P31. All of these fast cars stuck in the back because of that one caution that happened there as we're to the back of Hamlin on the start of this final lap, and Harrison Burton is long gone. Nobody has anything for him here as he comes through out of turns 2. So he somehow finds a way to get himself back out in front on older tires compared to those drivers that just pitted, and it doesn't matter for him now. He has so much speed in that car, it's not going to make a difference as we go down into turns 3 and 4 for the final time here in Charlotte, sliding up the track a little bit. We're going to make a 3-wide up the middle, but Harrison Burton becomes the second multi...
Protect Terry's badness. That's why I'm putting in late.